pulling up to a log building that was brought over here. There's grass on the roof, there's goats on the roof. When you walk in and you're greeted by a great looking staff that's welcoming, that's in a Swedish attire, I think that makes everyone feel very special. And then you top that off, we have excellent food. Swedish meatballs, Swedish pancakes. We offer special pricing for tour groups that are all inclusive, which makes it easier for the customer, for the group leader. We seat efficiently, they stay on schedule, and they have a great time. Coming to Al Johnson's in Door County it's a special experience, something you remember forever.
The goats on the roof, something you don't see every day, so we always make this one of our stops, and we can fill a whole day with seeing something we don't have from Iowa, where we come from.
Airport just off Sturgeon Bay. Yeah. So.
Welcome to Door Peninsula Winery. When people come on a tour here at the winery, which started as an old school house back in the 1860s and became a winery 40 years ago, see a quick video, and then we go through the process, the bottling, the vats that actually contain our wine, show the process that's involved in our distilled spirits, take them on over to the wine bar and they can sample and enjoy all that we actually offer here. Because we want someone to actually have a good product and a good tasting and a good experience here, we will find the wine that will be perfect for them.
The county is a lot about water. When you really get to the history of Door County, yes, it all comes back to the ships that came to Door County. Whether or not it was the first sailor coming into Bailey's Harbor, it's the canal here in Sturgeon Bay, all of them basically relate back to shipping, because shipping really was what really made the county grow. Whether or not it was from the standpoint of lumbering to commercial fishing, all of them have some relationship to the water. One of the galleries is dedicated to shipbuilding, and shipbuilding, of course, is vital to the Sturgeon Bay area. It has a rich history going way back into the 19th century. You wouldn't be in Door County if you didn't have lighthouses. And then we have our lighthouse exhibit, which talks about the keepers who spent their life here. And we also have the Tug John Purvis, and the Tug John Purvis is really a popular exhibit. So we know there's a lot of demand on tours to try to get their tours done here and get through Door County and get as much in as they possibly can. So we don't necessarily, we don't make them fit to our hours. We'll fit our hours to meet them. We're happy to coordinate that, to get them going so they can make their other experiences there in Door County.
Group tours are great for Northern Sky Theater because we bring them something unique, an experience they're not going to get anywhere else. They come to a state park, they sit under the stars, and they see brand new original musicals. And some people have said as good as you get on Broadway or better. And they sit here and they laugh and they enjoy, and they're outdoors, enjoying the outdoor experience. What we can offer is a very personalized experience when they get here. We will come on the bus and we will greet the people and give them their tickets. We have special reserve section just for that group, so they don't have to worry about where they're sitting.
Those two right there,
and they're basically getting reserved seating at their general admission ticket price. When they came out at the end of the performance, everybody had a wonderful time. People were laughing, and they said it was just wonderful. We had no idea coming out into the woods that there was going to be this fabulous professional theater under the stars.
We really like to show great work, and we're lucky because we have a lot of really wonderful artists that live in Door County and nearby in Wisconsin. So we do have a high number of Wisconsin and local artists, but it's not just because they live down the street, it's because they're really outstanding artists who happen to live in Door County. It's a friendship that we develop with the artists. It may be 10, 20, 30, 40 years of a relationship. So we've grown with the artists and their family and their friends. So it's really, when you represent an artist that you truly feel a personal connection to, it's easy to see that emotion and that connection come through. Showing work from artists that are true friends is an easy thing to do, and it's a joy. And I think people that visit the gallery sense that connection, that we're not just trying to sell them a painting, we're selling them a story, and we're selling them the artist that made this piece of artwork come into being.
Oh, look at that.
We provide tours for groups. It gives people a chance to see where their product is coming from. One thing I think that's beneficial for the customer is to actually see how the product is made. That gives them a chance to realize that we still do everything. It's all by hand. It's made the old-fashioned way. It's not automated. Everything's natural. So you can see exactly how cheese is made. It gives you more of an appreciation for the product, to see the work that goes into it and the time and effort we take to make sure the quality is there with the product. That is one of the biggest reasons we like to let people come in and see what's going on. And Door County is famous for a lot of things. I like to think our cheese is one of them that they're famous for. So people can come in and see and get a real appreciation. The group tours, it allows us to get a group together, and they can kind of feed off of each other when they're asking questions. They might think of something that someone hasn't thought of. It gives a chance for everyone to see. It works out great. We get like family groups that come in. Mom and Dad get to come in with the kids, Grandpa and Grandma. It's a great bonding experience for everyone.
We focus on outdoor nature and travel. We carry things that are easy to take care of. I do try to focus on natural fibers and environmentally friendly fibers, and our cottons are organic. A couple of my lines use a polyester that's recycled and recyclable. It is important to me when I'm doing my buying, the environmental effect of the clothing that we have in here.
We've spent anywhere from a day to 4 days, and it's always been by motor coach. And it's we've been coming here for the last probably 12 years. We like to do something a little bit off the beaten track, not cookie cutter. So, and you can find a lot of that in Door County, which is great.
The island has many different facets to it, and I think we who work here realize how important the ferry service is to the rest of the island, and we take that responsibility very seriously. We try to plan for the future and be sensitive to the needs of the island. But from a personal standpoint, I love the variety of not only of seasons, weather, but of the people, the coming and going of some wonderful people. Some are visitors, some are homeowners, as well as island year-round residents. And I enjoy local history. I like writing, photography. I can do all of those things here. So for me, there's never a shortage of activity.
If you have been to Door County before and you've never been out on the water in Door County, it is the absolute way to see Door County. It's what Door County is all about. We're surrounded by water. That's what put us on the map. And when you view Door County from the other side, it's an interesting perspective of what things looked like hundreds of years ago. There's beautiful, untapped natural resources in caves and bluffs and trees. This is some of the oldest trees throughout the Niagara Escarpment in the eastern United States. It's really incredible.
I know a lot of people think that the fish boil is, the overboil is for the show. It certainly is a spectacular event, but it does have that purpose. You don't, if you didn't and you pulled the nets out without doing the boil off, you really would want to rinse it or somehow, and of course with a big outdoor net, that wouldn't be a very easy process.
Door County is such a unique place, and they're up here and they're having fun. Weather's nice, they're on vacation. People stopped earlier, what time is your boil over? Well, you know, if it boils in time, it'll be at 4:30. If it doesn't, well, it won't. It makes my mouth water. It really does.
Peninsula State Park is actually the second state park formed in the Wisconsin State Park system. We like to call it the most complete state park. We have many amenities here. The park is just under 4,000 acres in size, and we have a lot of opportunities for people here to recreate. Not only do we have an amazing natural resource and cultural resource, but we are able to provide those recreational opportunities for our visitors as well. We have 5 different camping areas. We have the Nicolay Beach area. We have the Eagle Bluff Lighthouse, the only state park that has a championship 18-hole golf course. But I think the biggest thing for us at Peninsula is we always try to make sure that we maintain the actual resource base, do our best job to limit development and only as needed to make sure we maintain the beauty of the park.
We have to not change what people have come to expect from us, but we also have to be aware of changes and trends. And so it's a pretty stimulating and challenging business. Just meeting the people here makes it fun to come to work every day. We never feel like there's any hardship in coming to work or dealing with customers. It's a delight to go to a place where people come in the door in pretty good spirits. They're on vacation. When you start chatting with people, it's always a pleasant experience.
You want to sit on the...